10 women I've been warning against becoming. Number 1, the girl who takes up too much space. Always. Her shoulders too big in the hallways, her hips too big in the doorways, her voice too loud in class. This girl does not understand the art of shrinking, of crumbling, of curling herself into a tight little coil like that of a fern. Soft, delicate, unwilling to reach out her ivy fingers and grasp what is rightfully hers. This woman is not a woman, but a beast, an elephant, a moving mountain, and she is capable of flattening you. She is capable of ruining you. She is capable of making you feel as small and as insignificant as she herself is supposed to be. You are this woman's footnote to history. You are her side note in song lyrics. You are constantly interrupted by her by a witty joke she said that you wish you came up with. I asked one day, what was wrong with being a steamroller instead of a sunflower? And I was laughed down. Number 2, the beautiful one. The one with long hair, or the slim waist, or the big pretty eyes, or the long lean legs. This woman looks good in everything because she's confident in whatever you throw at her. She'll cut her hair short no matter how you like it. She'll wear high heels and stomp on your opinion, and she'll look hot as hell no matter what size she is. See, the reason you can't trust her is that women like this don't need your permission. They'll do as they please and they'll get away with it. They'll say no to you over and over again. Teach your daughters that beautiful means dangerous. Teach them to distrust women who love themselves. Equate beautiful with vapid, pretty with stupid. Take their power from them. Say they're vain for their makeup and refuse to see them without it. These women are snakes, they're serpents, no better than the ones responsible for the fall of man. I said, maybe the problem lies with you being unable to control yourself, and was told to get off my fucking pedestal. Number 3, the bitch. Women are supposed to be ladies in the street, but tear skin in the sheets. I'm told, never raise your voice, speak gently, submit. Hold your opinion against your lips, and when you do admit to it, make sure it comes out like a butterfly wing suggestion. Don't disagree. Don't undermine someone else's authority, regardless or not of whether they actually deserve it. If somebody touches you, just move away. Don't hit. Don't fight back. Be like the ruins of Rome, only beautiful if you can't hear your own quiet death. Number 4, the needy one. I heard how others spit when they talk about how she gave you everything and how you shoved it back down her throat and until she choked it until she came crawling back on her hands and knees and they were bleeding at her palms, and how all she was doing was just begging for just one of a little affection. Don't be this woman. She's a joke. And the joke is that she showed more affection than you did. The truth is, I'm told that the one who cares less in a partnership is the one who wins. I just didn't know it was a competition. Number 5, the cock tease, certified stripper. How dare that girl look that way and not want me to sleep with her? Lust is always personified as a woman in a red dress with a slit up her thigh. Lust is sinful because it's power. It's not asking for attention, it's demanding it. I'm told she is the worst kind of woman. That looking good is supposed to be some kind of shame against her kin. I'm told not to leave the house in such short a skirt, not such low cut a shirt, no lace in the back, no high heels, not dressed like that. My lips can't be too red, my hair can't be too mussed. I can't just turn someone on and then leave them wanting. I mentioned that instant gratification actually ruins our psyche, and that we was told that being led on is exhausting. I then said that there's a difference between purposefully tricking someone into liking you and just being attractive and kind. I was then countered with the fact that coffee and tea are both different, but they both result in caffeine. I then admitted to the fact that I get turned on by girls in my classes sometimes, yet I don't expect anything from them. But I was told that it's different. I'm not a guy. And yet they couldn't explain the difference. Number 6. The slut. Obviously ruined by someone else's touch. Doesn't matter how many people she's actually been with. All that matters is how many rumors she carries along with her. Easy. Harlot. Two-timer. Bright red A branded on her chest. You'll still try to get with her, and you'll still take her into your bed and kiss her and say things you don't mean, but you'll defame her and change your name when you talk about it with your buddies. My dad used to say, a slut is fine for the night, but a virgin is whom you take home to marry. Maybe he didn't know he was teaching his own daughter to hate her sexuality. Maybe he didn't know that every time she'd be kissed, her whole system would shake until she feels she'd combust. Shame and self-hatred shivering against her spine. Maybe he didn't know that she'd disconnect emotions and sex because she had always been told, boys don't really care about you. Nobody told her it was okay to experiment. See, the funny thing is, I'm a dancer. And I have been for half my life. I know my center of gravity. I know how hard I'll fall in each direction. Yet out of fear of getting hurt, I'll never let anyone fall into bed with me. Number 7. The soulmate. Never love romance more than you love being cynical. Never show weakness. Never like pink. Never think that maybe you'll find someone nice and settle down with them. Someone will find you, I was told. And if you're lucky, he'll put up with you when you start getting old. Never be the woman who believes in happily ever after. That's just dumb. Nobody's stupid enough to think that maybe somebody will actually love you after all the mistakes you've made. It has nothing to do with whether or not you'll be good with a family or whether a relationship is important to you in life. You're not a princess. This is not fucking Disney. You don't get married. You settle. Number 8. The girl with strength, who can outrun everyone around her, including her own boyfriend. See, the thing about boys, my dad told me, is that you have to let them win. I sat at home and read stories about Artemis, and I wanted to become a huntress too. I wanted to howl at the moon. I wanted to slay the beast that bested me. I wanted to rule my own kingdom with bloody fists. But girls are never supposed to be athletes. Not really. Never supposed to be built. Only delicate and fragile. All of this, regardless of the fact that civilizations were constructed on our spines and we made homes in war by the steel of our ribs. Never be strong. We were supposed to wilt. Number 9. The lady CEO. Because if you choose work over family, are you really a lady? How dare you fight your way to the top through every pair of eyes that stared through that blouse, through every meeting where you were hushed by the sound of someone else talking, through every time someone else called you sweetie. How dare you yearn for something? Is your husband the stay-at-home one? I can't imagine how that's going. He's not a real man after all. I don't give it long before the divorce. How dare you decide you're happy being single? Don't you know you're supposed to bear children? Where is your honor? Where is your wisdom? Who cares if you're the leader, the best suited for your position, the quickest thinking, the one who makes the hardest clients come back? Don't you see? Across history, women have been terrible at success. They always lose their man in the end. I told my mother recently that I would rather be a famous actress than a mediocre mother. And she waved her hand. Don't worry, Faye. You'll be a fine mom. Number 10. The girl I am. A firecracker, and don't you fucking forget it. I'll rip you to shreds and I will fucking regret it. I'm not your pretty girl. I'm not your anything. I am perfect. And you're not going to stop me. I'm not going to give up what I'm doing. I don't want to be ladylike. That literally means nothing to me. I'm not going to stop standing up and demanding what's coming to me. I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to make them remember my name. I refuse to be overshadowed in history. I don't know what you were trying to do when you created me, but you made me a dragon and you put me in the fire. And when I stopped burning, I learned how to glow. And don't think you can stop me. You can't stop a tornado.